There's a really interesting split when it comes to the Trump phenomenon, because a lot of people out there blame the media, saying we have given him so much free airtime and so much ink and so much web traffic that we have created him as a front runner. I think that gives the media a little bit too much credit. Then there are all these other folks who blame the media for opposing Trump and say that we just don't get it, that Trump is connecting with people, and the Beltway pundits and the New York commentators and the Hollywood hotshots have just been in denial and are opposing him either because they are just totally out of touch with the real America, or for ideological reasons. And this applies to the right as well as the left. Some of Trump's most vociferous critics are conservative commentators as well as liberal commentators. And he, of course, loves to run against the media, does it all the time. And it's been a very successful theme for him, since the media, as we know, not too popular. All right, we got an email from Stephen Karp, who makes the following case. I believe that one of the major contributing factors is the press pundits' bias against Trump. When people hear the pundits implying that anyone who supports Trump is not intelligent because Trump is focused on direct and to some simplistic/bombastic solutions of America's problems and his desire to make America great again, it is like the scratching of chalk on a blackboard. The disrespect demonstrated by the pontificating press only encourages many people to increase their support of Trump. The irony should be obvious. Each time Trump is criticized, his support grows. That, along with the press's self-satisfied and often condescending manner, further encourages Trump's popular support. Well, Stephen, you're onto a really important point. One of the things I've tried to point out during this wild ride of a campaign is that negative media attention helps Donald Trump. Now, it seems a little counterintuitive. If the press is attacking you, if commentators on the left and the right are saying you don't know what you're talking about, some, of course, accuse him of being bigoted, of being anti-immigrant, of being anti-Muslim. All of that, whether they have a point or not, and they're entitled to express their point of view, but all of that strikes the ear of a Trump supporter, or somebody who's at least considering supporting Donald Trump, as media establishment closing ranks bias, in your view, against a guy who was a pretty successful businessman now trying his hand at politics. And so all kinds of media attention benefits Trump. Positive media attention, neutral media attention just because of the exposure, and negative media attention because he gets to punch back. I've interviewed him 4 times in this campaign, and much of the time we are talking about Politico or the New York Times or Fox or National Review or CNN. I mean, he's taken on all the major media organs that he believes at various times are being unfair to him. So I think it's important that we do be fair to him. I think it's important that we understand and not blame the voters, as the Huffington Post has done, as the New York Daily News has done. This guy's winning primaries for a reason. And it's not even that he's outspending other people. He's not spending that much of his own money. He's winning primaries because he is striking a nerve with at least a plurality of people in states like New Hampshire and South Carolina. And we need to acknowledge this. And if he wants to run against the press, that's fine. The press needs to be fair to Donald Trump, just as the press needs to be fair to Marco Rubio, to Ted Cruz, to Ben Carson, to John Kasich, anyone else running on both sides. But the press has served as a real foil for Donald Trump in this campaign, and I think it has helped him without a doubt.